Hello, dear children. Welcome back to Uma Talks. And yes, today I'm there with very short questions from the chapter How Do Organisms Reproduce? Now, children, I can see that you are not reading the questions. These are important questions, okay, from the board point of view. So do avail whatever benefit you are getting. So today very short questions from the chapter How Do Organisms Reproduce? Okay, so the very first question, can you consider cell division as a type of reproduction in unicellular organisms? Okay, that is justify it is. So the answer is yes, cell division can be considered as a type of reproduction in unicellular organism because through cell division, two or more daughter cells are produced from a parent cell. Okay, now the second question, what is the end product of double fertilization? Now in double fertilization, one of the male gamete fuses with the egg cell, okay, to form a zygote, and the other male gamete fuses with the two polar nuclei to form primary endosperm nucleus, you can see, or primary endosperm that provides nourishment to the growing embryo. Okay, third, state the method of growing rose plant and jasmine plant. Vegetative propagation. Okay, for rose plant, cutting is used to grow rose plant and layering method is used to grow jasmine plant. Now name the plant that reproduces vegetatively by leaf. Bryophyllum reproduces vegetatively by leaf. Okay, fifth question, name the causative agent of the disease Kala Jar and mode of asexual reproduction. Okay, so leishmania causes Kala Jar and its mode of asexual reproduction is binary fission. Okay, now name a tiny freshwater animal which reproduces by the same method as that of yeast, that is budding. And what is this method known as? So hydra is a tiny freshwater animal which reproduces by the same method as that of yeast, and this method is known as budding. Okay. Seventh is, name the agents which bring about cross-pollination. Answer, insects, wind, water, animals, etc. are the agents which bring about cross-pollination. Now, name the method by which hydra reproduces, and is this method sexual or asexual? Okay, so hydra can reproduce by budding and regeneration, and both are asexual methods. Now name a unisexual and a bisexual flower. Watermelon is an unisexual flower, whereas hibiscus is a bisexual flower. Now how many gametes are produced after germination of an angiospermous pollen grains, okay, and over the stigma of carpel? Two male gametes are produced after germination of angiospermous pollen grains, okay, over the stigma of carpel. Now, an organism which is a worm has very simple eyes that are really eye spots which detect light. Name the organism, planaria. In a bisexual flower, in spite of the young stamens being removed artificially, the flower produces fruit. Provide a suitable explanation for the above situation. So, though the stamens are removed but pistils are present, so cross pollination might have taken place, which leads to fertilization and finally to the formation of fruits. So here we have discussed 12 questions. Now I come to 13th. Okay, so the question is the chromosomes number of zygotes, embryonal cells, an adult of a particular organism always constant, and what is the constancy mentioned in these three stages? Okay, so yes, the chromosome number of zygote, embryonal cells, an adult of a particular organism is always constant because zygote is diploid, that is 2n, and it undergoes mitotic division to form embryonal cells. And finally, adult, and during mitosis, the chromosome number remains constant. Okay. Now 14th, where is the zygote located in the flower after fertilization? Zygote is located inside the ovule, which is present in the ovary part of the pistil. Okay. 15th, what is a clone and why do offsprings formed by asexual reproduction exhibit remarkable similarity? Clone is an exact replica of an organism produced as a result of asexual reproduction, okay, and their parents, so they exhibit remarkable similarity. Now name the method by which Spirogyra reproduces under favorable conditions. Okay, and is this method sexual or asexual? Spirogyra reproduces under favorable conditions by fragmentation, which is a sexual mode of reproduction. Okay, then name the types of asexual reproduction in which two individuals are formed from a single parent and the parental identity is lost. Write the first step from where such a type of reproduction begins. So binary fission is a type of asexual reproduction, okay, in which two individuals are formed and from a single parent and the parental identity is lost. The reproduction starts from karyokinesis, that is division of nucleus. How does planaria reproduce? And is this method sexual or asexual? Planaria reproduces, okay, by regeneration process, and this method is a sexual mode of reproduction. In this process, if planaria is cut into many pieces, each piece grows into a new planaria. Name the life process of an organism that helps in the growth of its population, that is reproduction. Where is DNA found in the cell? Question 20. DNA is found inside the nucleus of a cell. List two functions performed by testes in human beings. In human testes, sperms are produced by the process of spermatogenesis, and interstitial cells present in testes produces the male hormone, that is testosterone. 22nd, which is termed as the blueprint of life and why? DNA is termed as the blueprint of life because it carries all the informations for the organism to grow, survive and reproduce. Proteins, which are the structural and functional unit of cells, are synthesized according to the information stored in DNA. Okay, 23rd, list two functions of ovary of human female reproductive system. Now, ovaries produce the ova or eggs, and they produce hormones like estrogen and progesterone. Estrogen helps in the development of secondary asexual characters in females at the time of puberty, whereas progesterone prepares the uterus for receiving the fertilized eggs. Now, what is the significance of testis being located in scrotal sacs outside abdomen? So, the formation of sperms requires a temperature of 2 degrees to 3 degrees centigrade lower than body temperature. Okay, so testes are located in a sac-like structure called scrotum outside the abdomen. 25th, name the largest cell present in the human body, that is ovum. Okay, and what is the effect of DNA copying which is not perfectly accurate in the reproduction process? The answer is if DNA copying is not perfectly accurate in the reproduction process, it would lead to variations in the population which may prove a better survival option to the species. Okay. 27th, explain the roles of gamete and zygote in sexual reproduction. So gametes play an important role in sexual reproduction where fusion of male and female gametes lead in formation of zygote, and zygote formed as a result of fertilization develops into embryo and finally into a new individual. What are those organisms called which bear both the sex organs in the same individuals? Give one example of such organism. So those organisms which were both the sex organs in the same individuals are called hermaphrodite or bisexual organisms, and examples are earthworm and hydra. Okay, so 29th question, mention the total number of chromosomes along with the sex chromosomes that are present in a human female and a human male. Explain how in sexually producing organisms the number of chromosomes in the progeny remain the same as that of the parents. So the total number of chromosomes along with the sex chromosomes that are present in human female and a human male is 46. In males, sex chromosomes are X and Y, whereas in females there are two X sex chromosomes. Okay, मेल में X and Y and females में दो X chromosomes होते हैं, sex chromosomes. Now gametes are produced by meiosis, so they are haploid, that is N number of chromosomes are there, and they contain only one set of chromosomes. Okay, but during sexual reproduction, gametes from both the parents fuse to form a zygote where normal chromosomes number is restored. So n plus n becomes 2n. And in this way, in sexually producing organisms, the number of chromosomes in the progeny remains the same as that of the parents. Now 30th, if a woman is using copper tea, will it help her in protecting from sexually transmitted diseases? Okay, no, copper tea will not help her in protecting from sexually transmitted diseases. Sorry, excuse me. It only prevents the implantation of embryo inside uterus. 31st, how does the chemical method help in preventing pregnancy? Chemical methods prevent the ovaries from releasing the egg, hence no fertilization occurs and thus preventing pregnancy. Now, full form of IUCD, STD. IUCD is intrauterine contraceptive devices, STD is sexually transmitted disease. 33rd is, what would be the ratio of chromosome number between an egg and its zygote, and how is the sperm genetically different from the egg? So the ratio of chromosomes or chromosome number between an egg and its zygote is 1:2. Egg में कितना रहेगा chromosome number? N रहेगा, और zygote is 2n, so 1:2. Sperms are of two types, okay, X or Y. ठीक है, 50% of sperms have X chromosomes and the rest 50% has Y. But eggs have only one type of chromosomes, that is X chromosomes. ठीक है, eggs में X ही रहेगा. What are the benefits of using mechanical barriers during sexual acts? So mechanical barriers like condoms prevent unwanted pregnancies, okay, and transmission of sexual transmitted diseases like AIDS, syphilis, etc. So children, these are 34 questions for you, which come under the category of very short answer type questions. Okay, do learn all this, and this will help in a better preparation for your boards, and it will also help you to score better, which I've been telling you always. And again, for those of you who have not subscribed, do subscribe it, because all these and quite more will be there on the channel, and even when I don't post it, you can have it and you can study for yourself. Okay, do share it with your friends and like it. Thank you so much.